Well, good day, all. Ira Epstein, and here I am with your Spider ETF stock market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for Monday evening, October 6th. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do the weekly review for you that I didn't get done. And the reason I didn't get it done, I've been having terrible back issues, been seeing doctors, and sometimes they give me these crazy things and I just can't do it. Well, today I went again, and we've set up where I'm going to have some surgery, get it done, and we'll do it in stages. I don't want to do anything radical. I had this 30 years ago, and it just happens. I asked them how much work I'll miss. They said absolutely none. That what they do today is so different, arthroscopic, but we'll see how it all works out. All right. Let's talk about news that is coming out in the marketplace besides mine. Redbook weekly retail sales have been running up about 6%. You're going to get that tomorrow. Atlanta Fed President Bostick's going to speak at the Nashville Area Chamber of Commerce. He'll be doing that around 9 in the morning. We'll see what he has to say. The Federal Reserve is going to release their August U.S. consumer credit data at 2 in the afternoon. Last month, the overall credit expanded about $16 billion. And the API numbers will come out with stockpile numbers at about 3:30 in the afternoon. Now, other news is going to be Tesla. It's supposed to be releasing one of its new versions of, I think it's the Model Y, and it'll be the stripped down, the cheaper version, less priced version, whatever word you want to use. We'll see how that can do for the company. You saw today that we've got Comerica being taken over by Third Bank, and that makes sense to me, a lot of sense. But one of the things that does bother me, and I have to share this with you, what has happened to the marketplace is that AI has taken over what's driving the market. I mean, if you strip out the tech companies, the stock market's nothing like what you see. But when you look at the indices and you understand how they're weighed in there, it's the tech that has come to life. And I haven't seen the dramatic rotation into other companies. It's primarily the tech. And now here's what bothers me. You saw today that Micron and OpenAI did another deal. Anytime one of these deals stumbles a little, eventually, it's going to take down the whole thing with it. Not a crash, but it's going to create a heck of a correction. I don't know when it'll happen. I don't know why it would happen, and I'm not pretending it's going to happen. That's what I'm telling you. When you see a stock up nearly $40 a share, you understand the game that is going on. NVDA was down $2 because it didn't get the deal. Broadcom didn't get the deal either, so that's what you face there. And, of course, that weighs on QQQ as the tech stocks are doing just fine. When we step over here, you can see Robinhood down a little bit today, $4 lower. That makes sense. Microsoft coming back. But if you look at what's been coming up, Dell's involved in AI. All right, you can go with all the companies that are involved in AI, and you see where they're coming from. Now, Shopify. One of the things that I'm asking you to do now is write me what you want me to cover. You can do it every night, and I'm going to drop something and put it up there and give it to you. Why not? We got 3,000 plus stocks we can cover. Let's do that a little bit. So you write me on this tube, YouTube. I'll take a look and see if we can cover it. Shopify, up and away, new highs on the move. Come on, that's pretty strong. Lower and low, higher high. Certainly you can't say it's not bullish at this point. It is. It's over the 18-week average. It hit the upper Bollinger Band for the first time and sold off. Hit the band, sold off right afterwards. So understand what's going. When it's hitting that band, it's backing off. The market is trying. The word is trying to embed. If it can do it, then I see more strength in it. Right here, I think the pros are taking some money off the table and saying it's a bit overbought. Alibaba, up and away. This is called running the upper band, the gorilla glue trade. And when that happens, it forces the slow stochastics to embed. When they embed on deep breaks, the market gets often bought. Unless the red line closes under 79, then traders often drop it. Right now, this is a stock on fire. When we look at Celsius Holdings, and they engage in the development, marketing, and sale and distribution of functional drinks and liquid supplements. What can you do? All right, but it's done real well. You had a bullish crossover where the 18-day got over it. So this is one of those stocks that fought the deal. Now, there's something else that happened here, if I can get this to come back for us, and I can, and I'm excited that I can do that. You had the embedded reading. The market loses it. Often that means that price and the closest main moving average are going to come together before you make a new high. And it's exactly what the market made a run for, and this is your first bounce in it. It's overbought. It should have more resistance at the upper Bollinger Band. When we look at Cleveland Cliffs, now they are involved, as you know, in a flat-rolled steel, and very important. And you know that they were bidders for other companies and so on. Higher highs, higher lows, embedded reading. I don't see why it can't come up here to the combination of 1341 to 1376, the upper Bollinger Band and the window envelope. I wouldn't be bullish if the red line closed under 79. Rocket Mortgage all the way down today to the 18-day average. And as much as the president is saying, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, do something, what can they do? They got to go by the market rates to set mortgages unless they suddenly change their stance and want to go back and loosen their stance. And what would that create? That could be a big problem in the market. We saw that once before in the real estate, what happens to that monster washout. I'd rather they stay firm. So I look for this market at the 1690 level, basically to try to hold itself together. When we look at HD, you have a higher high and a lower low. And look at how the marketplace just came in here, not doing an awful lot one way or the other. Uber, higher lows, higher highs. You can see how the marketplace is looking at the upper Bollinger Band. We'll see what it does. I wanted to put up here Avgo. It just didn't come. Bad data came in just now. It was there earlier. We have lower low, higher high in XLI. And you can see how the market's just swinging here, holding. Then we look at the energies. And they are due to pull back, in my opinion. And again, I want to repeat. 137,000 barrels more every time is bearish, not bullish, the market. OPEC is producing to the countries, if you go back and you look at recent numbers, about 60% of the quotas. I'm giving you the aggregate. Obviously, some countries can't produce more. Others can, but they're not allowed to because they overproduce during the year. And some of the big ones like the Saudis, well, they have a lot of power left if they want to put out more. In UUP, you've got a lower low, higher high. I see the dollar is just trading in this range. It has not broken out yet, in my opinion. In the gold, it's debasing the dollar. So people are moving out of the dollar assets. Some people are just saying, I want to own gold at any price. Now you're hearing people saying, why can't gold just go to $7,000? It can go to anything at once, but I've been in this before. And sometimes it gets to these numbers and it takes years after you make a high in the market to go back to those highs. I saw it. You've seen it if you've been a gold trader. You saw it in silver with the Hunt brothers from 40 years ago. And those things happen. But right now, would I ever tell a client to buy it over a Bollinger Band? No. Would I tell them to go short? Absolutely not. That's not what it's about. On deep breaks, you'll have an opportunity again. Copper market, running to the upside. Why? I've been explaining here, you're losing copper supplies. You've lost two of the main mines, a chunk of their production going in through and into possibly all of 2026. You know, you lose at a mine 25, 30% of the production of the second largest mine in the world. That's a big deal. And the market is seeing that, especially if interest rates keep coming, if interest rates keep coming down. So we have to see if they will come down, number one. We have to see how the economy is doing. Right now, the U.S. economy is weakening. According to every report I'm reading, labor markets are weakening in the United States. If that's the case, the Fed will cut rates. Some of the Fed members don't want to. And the reason is inflation isn't falling to their 2% target. And if they cut rates too much, they're scared the inflation story will pick up. This is a balancing act, and we'll have to wait to the end of the month to see what's going to happen. There's talks going on supposedly in the president's mind, our president, between he and the Democrats. Chuck Schumer said there's no talks taking place. He doesn't know what the president's talking about. So I don't know what's real and not real. All I can tell you is this. It's a mess. It will get straightened out. First thing that probably has to happen, I hate to say this, I mean this with my heart, is people are going to miss some paychecks in the government, and that's the pressure that has to come on to the government. How am I supposed to live? What are you doing to me? Blah, blah. You know, get hold of your senators if you know how to, because it's the Senate now that has to pass this in order to get something done. And whatever they pass, that will be the key. If it's the same thing the House did, game's fine. But understand and push this. They're only looking for a 6-7 week passage. Then we're in this nightmare again. What do they do at that time? This is how your Congress works. That's why there should be 2-year limits on terms. I really believe that. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great evening. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a great night.